Hi, my beautiful diamonds and my TikTokers and my Teletubbies. Sheila True Love here with you. I just want to share a beautiful clip here to show ladies, when you start believing in yourself and trusting in yourself, you're going to find out how strong you really are. Now, I have this beautiful young lady here, and she said when she realized her worth and when she was married for 12 years. I'll let her tell it because she could tell it better. Go ahead, beautiful lady.
All good.
I walked away from a 12-year relationship with 2 kids simply because I believe in myself.
Yep.
We have been together since I was 16 years old. I had 2 children as a teenager. And I can honestly say that as young adults raising 2 children, we did pretty okay. We're both intelligent, ambitious, hardworking individuals. We were good partners. But about 6 years into the relationship, I began to feel stuck. While he was sticking to and accomplishing all of the goals that he had set for himself, I was feeling like my life was just becoming like a revolving door of mother.
And you know what I notice about a lot of women, and it's not just her, it's women in general. When you're married, you tend to lose yourself. Let me put this light on here and see if this makes things better. You tend to lose yourself. I know because I was married twice. I was married 2.5. I was engaged to a man who I was with for 7-8 years. So that was like a marriage. And you're doing everything to try to please this man. You're bending over backwards. You putting your desires and your wants and your needs. You're putting that to the side just to cater to this man. And I'm glad she woke up. She was courageous. I love her. She left everything. She walked out. I'm going to let her finish telling it because I'm so proud of her.
And wife duties. And then the goals that I have for myself will come last. My goals definitely weren't as important to him as they were to me. Sometimes I would even question if he even believed in me and really seen my vision. I would come up with all these plans on how we could, relocate to California as a family. He could continue his same career goals. I would have more resources and opportunity available to build upon the goals and visions that, I have for myself. And he would.
Now, does that sound like she's being unreasonable? He can still work and do the kind of work that he was doing, but she was going to be in a position where she could also, work on her goals and work on her dreams. She didn't ask for anything that was unreasonable.
Entertain it. But he never spoke life into it. It was always more so about like what could go wrong. He had his mind set on how he wanted to accomplish things for himself, and that's okay. So year after year went by, and I held on to this idea that eventually things will work itself out. Hanging on to the potential. But all that did.
That was me. I suffer from the broken wing syndrome, and I always pick men based on their potential opposed to who they were and where they were at the moment. And she's young. So I'm so happy that she figured all of this out while she's still young. God, I'm proud of her. Go ahead, baby.
Was made me unhappy and miserable because I was not being fulfilled. So things never got better. It actually just got worse over time. On top of the everyday struggles of being in a relationship, raising a family, especially so young, it was just like so hard. I kind of felt like I started to lose myself. I would try to plot on the right time to leave, but honey, the right time never came. I never saved up all that money that I told myself I was going to save up. So when I did leave, I would be able to get a new house, get a new car. That never happened. And when it all hit the fan, I walked away from everything. And you know what was the hardest? The judgment and criticism that I received, especially from people I thought would be in my corner. Now here we are, 8 years later, and life is good. Life is great. After leaving that relationship, an overflow of blessings and opportunity started to come my way. Opportunity bigger than what I had even imagined for myself. It all starts with me truly believing in myself more than anybody else. Most people are not going to see your vision the way that you do. They just not. It has been an extremely long journey of healing and me finding myself all over again because, I was in that relationship since I was 16 years old. I was a mother since I was 14 years old. I didn't know who I was outside of being a mom and a wife. But I knew I was more than that. I am that too, but I'm also more than just that. And I know y'all be thinking I'm crazy when I say stuff like I'm staying single until I'm 55. And I be joking just a little bit. But there's definitely some truth to that. I've experienced what it feels like to cook, clean, suck, fuck, pick your kids up, drop your kids off, and do it all over again. Now I am getting to know LaBrittany. Not LaBrittany the mother, not LaBrittany the wife, LaBrittany. And I'm enjoying it. I wouldn't change it for the world. Period. I walked away from a 12-year relationship with two.
Oh my God. I know her mother, her parents, whoever must be proud like hell. I know I would be. I am so happy because I was married when I was 20. In your 20s, you're not supposed to be tied down with no kids, no husband. That's when you're supposed to be exploring. Your mind is not even fully, your brain is not even fully developed until you're 26. Meanwhile, I'm sitting up here with 2 kids, married, running a household, working a job, going to school, having to come home and be a wife, in the bedroom. It was a lot. And I end up being a single parent once my children hit 4 and 5 years old. So then I had to, and I didn't get child support. And no, I was pulling all of that thanks to Jehovah God and Jesus Christ. They were the ones looking out for me. Both of my children are grown, successful careers, not jobs, careers, God-fearing, educated. And I owe all of that to Jehovah God. But this year, at the same time, like she said, the women who stay stuck in these marriages is because they don't really have faith in God. Their faith is not strong. So you have to pray about that. And you have to get the guts and the courage. She says she just picked up and left because sitting around saying, well, I'm going to wait for the right time to leave. The right time never came. I'm going to wait until I have enough money saved up. That never transpired into much of nothing. She said, no. I know there's so much more to me than being a wife and a mother, giving sloppy toppies, cooking and cleaning. I always tell you the Proverbs 31, baby. She was the CEO of CEOs. She was the perfect wife. The Bible calls the Proverbs 31 the example that all women should follow. She was not a stay-at-home mother. She was not a stay-at-home wife cooking and cleaning and all of that. No, baby. She was a businesswoman. She had her own business. She was into real estate. She was out in the marketplace, wheeling and dealing and working amongst the men. And then she took her money and she was shrewd. She bought property. She bought land. She knew she had more. She had a brain that works. What am I, good for just this? No, there's so much more to most women. Some women get a kick out of staying at home and doing things like that. And I'm not going to knock you because different strokes. You know the rest. But I'm like her. There's no way I could be satisfied just being a stay-at-home mother, cooking and cleaning. And I remember when I was on maternity leave, because when you're pregnant and then you take maternity leave. And when he came home, I always had the food ready. I always make sure I look pretty. I always had the house in order. And I got things done early because I'm organized like that. And then when he would come home, if the house is nice, he would eat, kiss me, hi, eat. And then a little while we have sex. and then he was off to sleep. I was still woke like this. Let me show you what I was really like. Let me show you what I looked like. This was too funny. I was looking at this today. Hold on, guys. This is what it was like, so it seemed. Bear with me.
Why do you treat me so badly? Why do you keep doing this to me? Oh my God! Like, what are you crying for now? What did I do now? What did you do? Like, you just got through yelling and screaming and cussing at me, and all I did was ask you who was texting you at 3 a.m. That's because you being nosy as hell and invading my privacy and worried about what I'm doing. Every time my phone light up, it don't give you the authorization to look through it or ask you or question me this late at night or anytime. So you wouldn't ask if somebody texts me this late at night. You wouldn't have anything to ask me. You wouldn't question me at all.
That's it. That's it. That was my husband. He didn't have nobody calling the house at no 3 o'clock in the morning. He knew I wasn't that kind of girl, honey. You'll never be disrespecting me like that. But that's what he used to do all the time. That was most of our marriage. Meanwhile, I was in the house all damn day with these kids. And then it got to the point, because I breastfed my kids too. So you had to stay home along like with that. And then it was just not my thing, babe. Me staying at home being some babe. No. That's what he used to do.
Oh my God, you went to sleep? Good morning, babe. I slept like a baby last night, like a baby bird on cloud 9. Oh, good for you. I was up all night crying. Well, that sounds like a personal problem. Well, mind your own damn business. You'd have slept just as good as I did. So can we talk now? Hell no, we can't talk now. And you about made me.
Communication. Without communication, there is no relationship, honey. Can we talk? I'm on the run. I'm busy. Or you sitting up here nodding out like a heroin addict. Maybe he was on heroin and I didn't know it at the time. Who knows?
Raise my voice early as hell in the morning. Like, I don't feel like having this conversation in the morning. You about to ruin my damn day before it even gets started. Like, God. So I don't mean anything to you. What the hell do you get that from? Like, never mind, I'm out of here. Bye. Just cry yourself to sleep. Why do you treat me so badly? Why do you keep doing this to me?
And the way he just dozes off and falls asleep, honey, because he really don't give a damn. But like I said, I am so proud of that beautiful young lady. She woke up early in her life. Now she's been on her own, I think she said, for 8 years. And her life is awesome. She's like, I might get married when I'm 55. And she says she's somewhat joking with that, but then again, maybe not. And when you look at the type of men that are out here today, honey, I think she'll be a single. I think she'll be a part of the 4B movement eventually. She'll go on enough dates and see what these characters are really like out here. And she's the type that she's smart. She got a lot of common sense. And I just wanted to share that with you, honey. She picked up, she left. Her life has never been better. So put your faith in God and Christ. Jesus Christ said, I will always protect you. Jesus Christ said, I will always provide for you and look out for you. I got you. Remember that. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.